Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to these conversations that we're going to have. My name is Bruno Reyes, and I'm so joyfully accompanied by Dr. Glenna Rice. And we have named this Zoom as the doctors. And let's talk about bodies and doctors. So, welcome,
Bodies and doctors.
Glenna.
What do doctors know about bodies?
What does not the doctors know about bodies? And what does these people also know about bodies?
Yes, what do you know about your body? I'm so happy to be here, Bruno. This is exciting.
Well, I'm so excited because this is like a pre-party of all the things that we are creating with you in Ecuador. And I am so excited every time that you come because I know my life and my body changes every time you come. So why not to have more change?
Oh, I'm so excited. I love coming to Quito. And you've been to so many of my classes over the years, and you were in med school when I first met you, and then you've graduated and are actually Dr. Bruno Reyes now.
Yeah.
Doctoro.
Yeah.
Um,
I should put my name, Dr. Bruno Reyes. I
you
forgot.
should. Don't you
I,
guys think you should? It's
yeah,
fun.
I think about
I mean, I got my doctorate. My doctorate is in physical therapy, not medicine, physiotherapista. But I got it at 50. So it was something I'd wanted for years. The whole profession had changed into a doctorate program. And it was kind of a crazy moment of just going, is this gonna create more? And I have to say, when I first put the doctor in front of my name, I had so much fun with it. I
Yeah.
was in an airplane flying somewhere, and the flight attendant came over and goes, Dr. Rice, what would you like for your meal? And I was like, oh,
Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting.
yeah,
We have got that also, and that's like, oh my God, cool.
there it is, Dr. Reyes. So yeah, ask the doctors. I'm going to ask you. So this was inspired because Bruno is about to become a 3-day body class facilitator, which is so cool, and I'm so happy for him. I was saying that that I've facilitated with a lot of people, and there was something about this as it was really magical for me to come to Keto and contribute to his new possibilities with bodies, and for what bodies get to receive from him. So you had some stories when you were in med school that
Yes.
you told me where you were using access tools and being a question with some of the patients you had that were like, oh my God, he's using it. I'd
Yeah.
been using the tools for years in my practice, but to hear someone else speak about it was so exciting. So I don't know if you can recall any of them, if you want to
Yeah,
share
totally.
something.
Well, for me, it was like mind blowing at first, since the first body class that I took with you, because there was some structured things in medicine and in bodies that things that you can say this is possible and this is not possible. So, if from the medical point of view, you have to follow that this is possible, this is not possible. But with these tools, with the access consciousness tools and the body processes, I started seeing things that was into the field of not possible, and I was seeing them like more frequently and a different way of contributing to people, contributing to its bodies, to whatever that they required. And I was seeing, for example, right now in the comments, people asking for how can I stop using meds? How can I have ease with pain or something like that? There wasn't any field that these tools could not help. And that was something that blew my mind. I remember being in the hospital, like in a way, wanting to contribute to people and bodies, and also wanting my practice to be easier. And tools would work in every way. So, for example, I remember this. There was this patient who had something in his liver. I don't remember exactly what was the issue. I think it was some liver deficiency, and he was just about to die. But in the hospital, they started like taking their death longer and putting some of the medications for him to not die. And and I could really sense that he wanted to leave, and but people not allowing him to live. So there are many, many, many of the tools that we can use in this case. And I remember using exit left stage, for example. And I ran exit left stage at night before I was leaving. And but I had to be in the hospital all night long. So I saw like his body starting like to turn off, like really soft, really subtle, really gentle, like its vital signs like starting to go down, 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 but really soft and beautiful, like a beautiful death, like such with ease, without pain. But the doctors were like driving themselves crazy. They're like getting crazy, like, oh no, he's dying, he's dying. We have to stay to keep him alive. And of course, they got me doing many of the things all night long. I couldn't sleep all night long. And I was like, shit, why the fuck did I run that process the night instead of the morning? Because I had to be awake, like keeping
Yeah.
him alive. And the next morning, one of the doctors says, well, look at him. He's dying so easily. He's dying without pain. How about we just allow him to die? And I was like really happy for him in one way, but in the other way, I was like, really? Couldn't this be done like last night? So I didn't have to be awake all night long. But it was
Well,
so beautiful because even in those cases of when you are so desperate and there's so many points of view, people are dying or they are in pain or they are in sickness, you can have a different possibility and you can have something easier, something more kinder with the body. And that's just one of the stories that came to my mind right now
right. That's
because
kind
it was
of
a full
beautiful.
year of experiencing and with these tools.
Oh, it's so exciting. So exit stage left is a body process in the 3-day body class that allows a person to choose to live and get better, or to choose to go easily. It gives them choice because people are often stuck in this kind of in between thing
Yeah.
where they're not choosing to go. Like it's totally, you described that perfectly, Bruno. His body, and you gave him this energy to allow him to really peacefully transition into whatever else is possible. So that's cool. I had a patient with, I was working in rehab, drug rehab, someone who had been an alcoholic for years, and they came in for some physical therapy, broken thing. I was working on, I think, back pain. But she was in end stage liver failure at the time. And the doctors were changing her meds, but they were pretty much, she wasn't going to be around for a long time. And she wasn't going to get a liver transplant, and she was older, and she pickled her liver with alcohol, kind of. But I worked on her and I ran, I don't remember what body process it was. And it was, some of it was the energetic manual therapy work that we're also doing in. But the next day, her liver function had miraculously got better. She was fine. She wasn't at death's door any longer. And the doctor really didn't know what to say about it. He thinks, oh, we'd probably change the meds. That's what helped. But he kind of knew it wasn't that. But what was amazing is she knew. She came in and she goes, you're the one that helped me.
Es una cosa.
Oh, let me mute.
Yeah. She was like, whatever you did in that session, change this. And I know it was you, and I want to see you as much as I can while I'm here. So it was a really cool acknowledgement that the bodies, the people we work with, the people we see, you guys, your bodies know what contributes to you and what helps you and what creates something else that's possible. So do we have questions?
Yeah, something that I wanted to say before that right
Yeah.
now is just acknowledging. I used to go to the hospital before the 3-day body class, and it was this scenario where I would go like thinking and like everything that I have been taught in the medical school. That was really cool, actually. I liked it a lot. But after the body class, it was different because more than thinking is something that you knew, that you just know. When you are with the bodies, like bodies are communicating with you, and you got this different awareness with bodies that you can listen more, you can be more present with them. And also, this magical thing, so magical thing that happens with this class is you are like being more these energies and these body processes that you got to use in the body class. So you are like a walking body process, like each body that you work on, each body that you just greet and say hi is like you can sense this different energy engagement between
Mm.
your body and their body, that it's so generative and it's so different when people could just be with you and go like, oh, and something is different. I could not say how or what exactly is what
Well,
happened.
it's not a how, it's just, it's being. It's
Yeah,
what you're
it's different.
being. You're being this other possibility, and bodies recognize it.
Yeah, totally. Well, we have two questions right now.
Yeah, and some in
Ruth
the
is
chat
the first
too.
one.
Ruth. Hola, Ruth. Should we take her off mute or
I think she can unmute herself.
there she is?
Hola, hola. Sí,
Ujú, te
aquí
escuchamos.
estoy. Ajá, mira, desde mi interesante punto de vista, la energía es lo fundamental, bueno, para crear, para el cuerpo, para todo. ¿Cómo puedo acceder a más energía?
She's saying, from my interesting point of view, energy is everything, and energy is what creates the body. So, what can I do to access more energy? That's a really, really, really cool question. I like it.
Well, acknowledgement is a huge, huge part of that. To acknowledge that you have the energy, that the bodies are energy, and what you know about it, and then asking for more.
Yeah.
Like, what else is possible with energies I've never imagined?
Yeah. There's this thing that you can acknowledge is that bodies could be easier than what we thought. And asking is something that bodies love to receive. If you ask your body things, your body will go, oh, okay, let's do it. And if you ask for another thing, your body goes like, okay, let's do that. And maybe your mind won't know how it would do it, but your body does know. And that's something that is so valuable for me from my first body class. Your body knows, and your body knows how to create many things. And there's many things that you just have to ask and your body will start creating it right away. So if you'd like to have more energy, how about you ask it?
Yeah, it's about creating with your body. Most of the time in this reality and in medicine, a lot, we create against bodies. We don't create with them. Um, so part of asking your body is including it in the creation of your life, in your reality, of everything you're asking for. And your body's your best, can be your best friend and contribute more to what you want to create than you can imagine. But and you have to ask it, like, body, what would you like to eat? Body, where would you like to go? Body, how would you like to make us more money? How could we make more money? Ask the body, and it will give you information and contribute in ways that are so cool. Your life becomes a surprise, really.
In the creation of this body class that we're gonna facilitate, many of the people were going like, okay, I choose this class. Do you get something that I can use so I can create the money easily? And I facilitate a lot of classes, but I have never got into this deep way of engaging with your body, and all the things that I would say to the people is like, ask your body, allow yourself to receive from your body and allow yourself to give from your body, because this is so different, and it's not something that you have to think like, how do I create the money, how do I create my life? Like, allow yourself to receive the contribution of your body, and this class is going to explode itself.
Yeah, that's such a cool. So, I mean, I've been doing Access now for 20 years, and I've had many classes like I could never afford that. And then I asked, like, what would it take to have the money? Body, do you want to go? What contribution would we be if we went? What would you receive from this? Is it a yes? And the body's like, let's go. And the money would show up. Like I'd get more clients. My office would get busier. I got some money in from my ex-husband, some old child support one time that was amazing. And it's like asking the question, allowing your body to contribute because the class is for your body, and then feeling the energies that match that and following it. You know, if I got a weird phone call from someone who wanted a session that I might have ignored before because it was probably maybe someone that didn't seem like they'd want my rates or something, it would be different. There'd be a different energy. And I'm like, oh, let me call that person. Let me call that person back. And they'd be like, I want 10 sessions. And I'd be like, okay, I'm going to the class. How's it getting any better than this?
Yes. Shall we take the other question?
Mm-hmm.
Luz Miracle.
Oh, hello. I would like to talk about my hoarseness.
Mm.
Um, I got a very long cold at the beginning of the year, and then like extra long for a cold. Like usually you have a cold 4 days and then you come out. Anyway, and then I started to get better, and suddenly I just go hoarse. Um, And I have to play in BBC Radio on Thursday. Um,
Luz
I
Mira
mean,
is a
I'm
singer.
so,
Is a singer.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, you have to sing, not talk. I was going to say if you were talking, you sound kind of sexy. It might help.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's okay if I'm not nervous for that, but it put pressure on me that I need to get better quickly because I have a job to do. Um,
Right. Um, is is your voice changing right now?
oh my God, that's light.
Yeah. So would you give it permission to change the way it would like to, and ask it what would help soothe it or reduce the hoarseness or change this so you can sing. Like be in this creation with your body. Like we're singing on Thursday. We got to have a voice that's going to rock it. I mean, it's got to be great. We're going to be live on, I don't know, didn't hear BBC is what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, body, what do you require? So, this is greater than we can imagine.
okay.
One of the things that when stuff like this comes up, we can go so quickly into the worry and the concern and the stress and oh my God, this could happen, that could happen, into this big problem. And what if it's not a problem?
Yeah, actually, I learned that with Bruno I forgot the name of the class he does.
Beyond medicine.
Yeah, not to be, because I used to judge illnesses are really, really bad. And I'm managing with these that, okay, it's not bad, but I have a lot of tension in my neck and back. Um,
Is it yours or someone else's?
it's heavy. It's not mine.
Okay. So anybody you're healing, and there's a lot of people with this long cold. I had it. Bruno, you didn't feel great at the
Yeah,
beginning of the
me
year.
too.
Yeah, something interesting is going around with bodies.
Yeah,
And that's so
So if
interesting
you're
because
not fighting your body, deciding it's somewhere a problem, and instead you're creating with it, what information can your body give you to help you change this? So you're fabulous on Thursday.
yes, and the rest of my life.
Yes.
Um, I didn't get the answer, but it feels good that,
Yeah, and you're not looking for an answer, right? Right, Bruno? We're looking for awareness. Something might pop. It might be, oh, I need this herbal tea, and I need to drink it. I mean, or this go for a walk outside, or contribute to the earth, or have receive from the earth. Or if it's not yours, it's like if you're healing anybody, you want to ask your body to acknowledge that it's doing it. If it's not working, stop it. Um, but it can be a billion different things. There's not a specific answer. It can be lots of different information, but just follow the ones that kind of pop.
yeah, it's like you go walking and you see this beverage, or you go walking and someone is talking about a body process, and oh, I would like that, or something is talking about some different activity you can do, or something like that. But it's asking the question and also being patient to your body to show you what it wants, because it will. Maybe not
yeah,
immediately. Sometimes it could be immediately, but sometimes it could not be immediately. But it's trusting that your body will give you what you're asking.
sure. I felt absolutely powerful for the el 30-30 that you did today. That I felt it was all for me. I released a lot already because I was even more tense, and tension doesn't help the voice at all. So it happens. It happened. I felt the answer there.
Your voice is changing as you're talking.
Yes, it is.
And another thing that might be nice to do is to just put your hands over your throat and your voice box with a gentle pressure and be really, really present with it.
Uh,
And if you've done any of the body processes before, or yeah, I don't know how much access you've done, but you could turn on cellular memory or MTVSS with that.
yeah.
Give it 30 minutes of being some, tender loving care, TLC, like we say in English, with your
Yes.
throat.
Yeah, it's funny when you say be present with my throat, I got scared, like, no.
What, what's that?
What have you decided about presence with your body?
with my when she said the throat, I never thought about that. It's funny, like I've been trying to be present with my body, never thought I could be specifically with
Yeah,
my
right with your
throat.
voice box. That's your powerhouse, lady, if you're a singer.
Mm.
But the I, yeah, Bruno and I both noticed that. What was that?
What did you say, Bruno?
What is that?
What is that?
¿Qué es?
¿Qué es eso? I would have say, I would say fear. Is it fear? No, I, I did that. I feel the energy.
Is it excitement?
It's light.
Yeah, sometimes excitement and fear energetically are very, very similar in our bodies, and we can misidentify and misapply them. And if you've been a performer, you may have many times thought you were afraid to go on stage or stage fright when it was actually excitement.
And you're performing on fucking BBC. Aren't you fucking excited of that?
I'm
I'm ex-
excited.
I'm ex- yeah, but then what? Okay. But then why don't, well, I want to be present with my throat. Well, I think I have had so many problems in the past with my throat. And then, thanks to access, I decided it cannot be an illness, but I have had, a cyst on my vocal cords and weird stuff before in the past. So maybe it's like, I don't want to have that again.
Okay,
Uh,
being present
maybe
with it
that's.
is probably the best way to not have something like that show up again because you're creating with it.
Mm.
But how many times have we misidentified, misapplied presence with structure and form and significance? Everything that is, can we destroy and create all that?
Yeah.
Sí, por favor, gracias.
Combine shots, boys, poets, creations, bases, and meons. Oh, I have to meet somebody. Okay. So how about you allow your body to show you what it requires to sing amazingly on BBC?
Yeah. It always happens. Somehow I always manage to do the gig, but I just want to be good from now. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Patience. Bruno said patience.
Very, very patient. I want patience and I want it now.
The problem that many of us have, not having enough patience.
Patience. Yeah. So so the way of not going back to those problems is to be present with my throat. And this is what I don't want. That feels heavy. This is what I don't want to do.
So be present with and expand out, like increase your awareness of the space between the molecules of your body and where your hand is, and expand out thousands and thousands of kilometers in all directions. And let your body speak to you. And say, hi, body.
Hola.
Hola, cuerpo.
Hola,
Hola.
cuerpo. Hola, cuerpa.
Yes, cuerpa. Your body's a girl body. Yeah, it changed. So just keep being that. And what else is possible?
Thank you. It's changing already. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. I want to know when she's singing. We should put that in the chat so we like when.
Yeah, yeah. We share
Amazingly.
the link.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have a few more minutes, like 15 more minutes, so we can take another call.
Yeah.
Question, like Elizabeth
Elizabeth.
Martinez. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Liz.
Gracias.
Gracias, Liz.
No te escuchamos.
¿Ahí me escuchas?
Ahí sí.
Ahí sí, gracias.
¿No?
Estoy en el carro, espérame paro. Yo tengo una pregunta. Voy a hacerla en español, Brunito, porque es más fácil.
Uh-huh.
¿Cómo identificar la energía? Me pasan muchas veces que quiero algo y puedo materializarlo muy fácilmente.
How can I identify the energy? Sometimes I desire something and I can manifest it really easily.
Y otras veces es como, hay cosas que se presentan, pero es muy difícil que se presenten. Entonces no sé cómo quedarme en la energía de la facilidad, o sea, de esa facilidad para manifestar.
And other times I desire something, but it's really hard to manifest it. So I was wondering, how can I stay in the energy of ease?
That's a good question. You stay in the ease, whether it shows up right now or shows up in 10 years or 100 years. Once you ask the question, right, what would it take to have this? What would it take for this to change? You've started the process of that's the manifesting. It's starting to change until it's actually actualized in its reality. If you make it wrong because it hasn't shown up fast enough, you can kind of stop the creation or slow it down. But sometimes it takes the universe a bit of time to put everything in place, all the wheels into motion to actually create what you're asking for. So some things, yeah, you'll ask it and boom, it's right there. It actualizes. And sometimes it takes, I have things that I probably asked 10 years ago that have shown up this year.
Then I start overthinking about it and everything stops.
That's the thing. But that's something that you choose to stop. The overthinking.
Okay. When I start overthinking, it just stops.
Yeah. Maybe there's not a shortcut. You choose to stop overthinking.
Okay. Thank
You
you.
want to be a master of your own thoughts.
Okay.
And that's
Thank
the
you.
thing. How many times we've decided that something, we are not creating it or this is not working when it's just on its way.
And if you're a real thinker, like I am too, like my mind will go, I've done this. Ask. You can ask. Okay, so truth, verdad, is this creating? Is this manifesting right now? It hasn't shown up yet. It hasn't actualized, but just ask, yes or no. Then you can calm your mind down. That's just for your mind. So you can go,
Okay.
it's still happening. And then how can I contribute to that?
Yeah, that's a question like would also, besides relaxing you, also like getting things to move, how can this show up the faster as possible? Oh, who's sharing the whiteboard? Okay, there we go.
Oh, I'm back. Okay, thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Can we take one more?
Sure.
Marlene.
Marlene, ¿me escucha?
¿Sí?
Buenas tardes, muy amable, gracias. Quería preguntarle si el cuerpo se le puede igual pedir, por ejemplo, para hacer una determinada acción. Por ejemplo, yo hago trading y tengo más o menos, o sea, sé muchas cosas, pero el momento de actuar es como que justo entro en la operación que no debo y la que pensé anterior, esa se da.
So I
¿Se
was
puede
wondering if
hacer
you could
eso
ask your
con
body for different kind of actions. For example, I do trading, and sometimes I ask my body like where to go and where to not to go, but sometimes it doesn't go like that. Oh, where'd she go?
Oh, she's there. Yeah.
Oh, there she's. Okay.
She's still trading, like stock and bonds trading or something else? Training.
Yeah, that kind of trading.
trading en la bolsa de valores?
Yeah.
Of course you can ask your body what it knows. You also want to ask the stocks what they know. Actually ask the energy of the stock you're trading to buy, sell, keep. And there's a lot of information and energies in all of that. Lots of people are trading. So sometimes, truth would be a really good thing to put in front of that question. So you get what's true. And it's also really volatile and changes all the time. So you could ask it and it could be a yes, and 10 minutes later it could be changed. And that's part of the market, right? There's going to be, it's got that volatility on some stocks. But your body may have a lot of information. If you own the stock, if it's yours and you own it or you're buying it, money is for your body and stocks generate money. So your body is included in all of that. But get really big and ask the stock also what it's going to do. Without, this is the hardest part, without a point of view.
Yeah,
Gracias, muy amable.
my pleasure. And it's really interesting because the kinder that you are with your body, or the more you include your body, your life could be so different in every aspect, money wise, or business wise, or relationship wise, or everything is just including when your body changes, your life changes, and when your life changes, your body changes also. So it's everything so connected and weird and beautiful.
Muchas
I think
gracias.
someone asked, could we do that with crypto also? Yeah, try it. Definitely do truth with crypto. There's a lot of lies in that stuff, and there's a lot of money in there too. So be aware without a point of view.
Yep. So let's have the last question that they have hands up. K-A-A-D. No sé cómo se pronuncia. I don't know how to pronounce.
Hola, my name is Karime. I'm an army soldier. We have talked before. So I changed my career. I used to work in marketing, and I have been working for the army since May of last year, so 2024. And my body went through a lot of changes, meaning like I got sick several times, and that is not normal. Like I've always been an athlete, never got sick or anything until I joined. And I got pneumonia the first time. And then the second time, so this time around, I got my tooth got infected, and then they had to do a root canal. Never had I had anything like that done before as well. And then I was questioning myself. I'm like, what am I like? What's happening to me that I'm letting go a part of myself, or something in me is dying because my tooth died, right? And then like I feel like something is dying inside of me because I'm getting sick over and over. And so I don't know what's going on, because as I said before, I would never get sick. Now I'm getting sick constantly. And I'm not sure what I'm rejecting about the army, if it's a lot of pressure, if I'm stressed, because I don't know. I've been questioning myself, what is going on. I know that consciously I'm very happy with the decision. I wanted to serve the country. I wanted to become a soldier. I wanted to be proud of what I do. But there's something going on subconsciously, and I cannot tap what it is.
Well, I would say, first of all, how many conclusions have you got to about this? Of what this is, what this is not? All of those.
Many.
Can you destroy and uncreate all that? Right, wrong, good and bad, Pokemon Bottle, 100 shots, boys, poets, creations, faces, and meows. That's cool. Your body's starting to smile.
No, that's not getting banned.
So what is this?
I think it's fear of some sort.
You said
Fear's
yes?
a distraction. Fear is always a distraction from your awareness. So if you say you're afraid of something, there's actually something you're aware of that you're not looking at because you're pretending you have this energy that's fear. And if you chose to be a soldier, I doubt you have a lot of fear in your world.
Mm.
Can I ask what country you're?
I'm in the United States, currently in Missouri.
Okay. Well, we're not in any active military things going on right now, much. Like they're not being deployed probably anywhere horrible.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Is your body energetically congruent with being a soldier?
I think
It's not what you think. I want to be energetically what you're aware of.
probably not.
Okay. Could it be?
There's
Okay,
could
so
it be?
how about all the lifetimes you've ever been a soldier and it was fabulous? Could you pull all those energies to you now?
Yes.
Okay. They were kind of fun sometimes.
Dinner, yeah, I think so.
Okay, everything that doesn't allow that, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, Obad's creation spaces and beyonds. And like Bruno said, that all of the conclusions and decisions you have made about being a soldier in any lifetime and in this one, to podpoc all of those, keep podpocking that. Get what's true for you. And who does it belong to?
It doesn't belong to me.
Yeah, if you're a healer at all and you're in the military with all the other soldiers and all of their stuff from other lifetimes, when you're a healer, guys, acknowledge it. My body's a healer. You're not going to stop it. It's an ability you have. It's not something you're going to stop. You just want to acknowledge you're doing it. That we usually stop the stuff you're feeling in your body. And you can also ask, is it working? Like, are you healing people that are actually receiving it? And if you're not, ask your body to not heal those people. It's not helping. It's kind of useless.
Hey, buddy,
Those can be a big help.
Yes, it did. I was not even aware that I was absorbing stuff. I thought it was me. And I was like, what am I doing? What am I rejecting this? But now it makes sense.
Yeah. Remember, you're always wrong.
I'm sure I am. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Well, there's something that I'd like to acknowledge of you, Dr. Glenna, is for me so what's the word? Like, so exciting to hear you talk about bodies. It's always like I could hear you hours and hours and hours talking about bodies. It's always so delightful.
Thank you. I'm actually just totally enjoyed listening to you, so I'm excited what we're going to create in this class.
Yay.
Yeah, your information about bodies and all the facilitation you've done, you're becoming quite a facilitator, Bruno.
Thank you so much.
Makes me very happy.
That's so cool to hear.
Yeah. And new adventures now. So yeah, I'd love to see you guys. We'd love to see you. We're doing the 3-day body class in Quito, and then I'm doing my EMT energetic manual therapy 3 days after, which there's no prerequisites for that. So anyone can show up and learn how to work with body's fascial system. I don't know. You want to say 2 things about EMT,
Yeah,
Bruno?
totally. Well, first of all, the invitation to the 3-day body class is amazing. You listen to your body and you will know. And also there's the other invitation that I so adore about the EMT class, energetic manual therapy, is this amazing body work, but not only body work, but also body awareness that you get to receive 3 days of working in your body, working in other bodies, sharing different energies, and wow, it's really amazing. You not just gonna learn amazing body work, but also how to talk with your body and a different way of seeing bodies. Like, we're so used to think something is wrong or something it's unchangeable, and there are many of these things that it doesn't have to exist. And the EMT class, besides, like I say, besides the amazing body work that you can receive, I know that I can stand more properly after the EMT class, the last EMT class, and I'm so excited for this one. But also is the awareness of you dancing with the body, your hands dancing with the body, and the body communicating you tons of things that you are actually receiving, and you are acknowledging that you are receiving. That's amazing.
I love that. I love that description, Bruno. Thank you.
My pleasure. So everyone's invited. Come join us if you'd like to come and visit the amazing beauty of Ecuador and the amazing beauty of your bodies and all the magic that we can create together. You are also welcome. And thank you, Miss Glenna, for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for this conversation.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Emilia, for translating. And we'll see each other in
Yes,
Quito.
thank you. Translator, Emily. Yes. Emilia.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.